Welcome back to Rated, a video series here at Backheeled where we dive into various events and topics from around American soccer. If you have a topic that you'd like to submit for a future episode, hit us on social media at Backheeled on Twitter, Instagram, or TikTok. Now, let's get to rating. Tyler Adams' move to Leeds United was officially announced last week. I'm giving this transfer a 6 out of 10. Now, it's a familiar environment for Adams moving from Leipzig over to Jesse Marsch's Leeds United team. He has players around him that he knows, and of course he has a coach that he knows. But I can't imagine that this is the move that Tyler Adams imagined when he was thinking about his transfer out of RB Leipzig maybe a year or two ago. It feels like this is a bar or two lower than what it should have, or at least could have been, if Adams had stayed healthy. I would have much rather seen him stay at RB Leipzig, even not play a ton under Tedesco, and leverage some good performances at the World Cup into a better move, into a club that might actually challenge him and help him grow his skill set. So I don't mind this move. I think it makes Leeds better. I think Tyler Adams will do better and will do well at Leeds, but this move just doesn't quite scratch that itch for me. So I'm giving it a 6 out of 10. Up next, we have Wayne Rooney becoming DC United's newest head coach. I'm giving this move a 10 out of 10. Look, I don't know if Wayne Rooney is going to be a good coach in MLS. I really don't know, and I don't think there's anyone out there right now that does, but I like this move from DC United because it shows ambition. DC have been slipping closer and closer to irrelevance in Major League Soccer pretty much ever since Wayne Rooney left them as a player. Bringing him back in gets them some relevance inside MLS again. It gives them some relevance with their fans and gives some hope to people inside and outside that organization. Like I said, I don't know if Rooney is going to be good at his job, but I do think he's going to be more interesting at it than anyone else they've had in quite some time now. That, for me, is reason enough to give this a 10 out of 10. Finally, our last topic this week is the U.S. women's national team down at Olympic and World Cup qualifying in Mexico. I'm giving them a 5 out of 10 right now. They're undefeated. Yes, they're through the group stage. Now they're into the semifinals where they'll play Costa Rica on Thursday. But this team hasn't been convincing. They haven't looked good, barring maybe that performance against Jamaica. The opening win against Haiti was okay, and that last game against Mexico, though, was particularly challenging. The U.S. didn't look good in that game. There are very few strong individual performances. Vlatko, I don't think, got his tactics right, and he even said after the game that if the World Cup was tomorrow, this U.S. team isn't really ready to play. Vlatko's been in charge for almost 3 years now. I think this team should be putting in better and more consistent performances. They can still win this whole tournament, don't get me wrong, and I think they're favorites to do so. But man, I don't think I can give this team any higher than a 5 out of 10 with the quality or lack thereof that they've been putting out on the field on a consistent basis. So 5 out of 10 for the U.S. women's national team. That's it for this week's episode of Rated. If you'd like to submit a topic for a future episode, hit us on social media on Twitter, Instagram, or TikTok at Backheeled. Thanks for watching.